Hello and welcome to the first ever D Winter Zone channel video. I am D and I will preview mostly cross-country skiing races during this winter. There will probably be some biathlon, surely during the World Championships, maybe some ski jumping, and I'll see if I'll incorporate some other sports, but my main focus will be on the cross-country skiing. And tomorrow, on Friday, November 24th, we have the first stage of this year's World Cup. It is a sprint in Ruka in Kusamo, a classic sprint 1.4 kilometers long course. As we can see on the profile here, this is the standard course in Ruka. And we do one loop of 1.4 kilometers. It starts out flat, then we have a downhill section, then a first climb of the day up until the midpoint of the race, where the competitors and athletes will make the turn. Then another downhill section, the final climb into Ruka Stadium, really steep. We saw some incredible sprints there, mostly from Terentiev, Bolshunov, Valnes, Klaebo, of course, and then it is a straight into the stadium after this left-hand turn and all the way to the finish. So unlike many sprint courses, this one doesn't have a downhill going into the stadium, and we saw a couple of times Klaebo actually getting beaten in Ruka, mostly by Terentiev in I think 2021, but also we saw him lose to Valnes and I think even Bolshunov when he was celebrating too early. So we will look at the betting odds, we will look at the weather, and I'll tell you who do I think are my favorites and how I think the races will shape up. So in the women's section, of course, the biggest favorite is Jonas Sundling. She won the sprint cup last year. She was really good all season long, winning the gold at the World Championships in Planica, and she is the first favorite to win tomorrow, but with 2.7 odd. So she's not a clear-cut favorite. Emma Ribom and Skistad, they round up the top three favorites, and I agree completely with these odds. Maybe I would even go with Skistad to win. She dominated the last I think 4 or 5 sprints last season actually, in Tallinn, in Lahti, in I think Oslo as well. No, in Drammen, and she won 4 or 5 times in a row. Like I said, always beating Jonas Sundling. So these three girls should probably be first three positions: Sundling, Ribom, and Skistad. Maja Dahlqvist is the outsider alongside Linn Swan, but Linn Swan didn't really have a great preparation for this season. Johanna Häggström, another Swedish athlete, is also a favorite. Then Frida Karlsson. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Swedes in the top 7. Only Skistad is there for Norway. Then Lotte Unesvang and a new favorite and hope Ingrid Gulbrandsen. So, but I don't really rate any of these girls to make it to the podium. Sundling, Ribom, Skistad, and Skistad to win. Maybe the safest odd is to play like Jonas Sundling going into the top 3, 1.4. It is a really nice odd. So let's look at the men's side of the race. There is Klaebo is the clear favorite at 1.4, but we didn't really saw him perform this season. Erik Valnes at 4.75, then Ansgar Evensen, even Northug, Paul Gulberg, Markus Grate, Kalle Harvarsson. So a lot of guys that can like go onto the podium at 4. So if you could like guess who out of these guys will go on the podium, you will be at good odds. Then I think Edvin Anger performed really good this opening weekend in Gällivare, and I would go with Edvin Anger to go into the top 3. He's really a great potential for Sweden, and I think this will be his breakout year. But I think that Klaebo will win probably, but as it is the early season, and this is a really weird season because we don't have world championships, we don't have Olympic games, we don't even have that a Scandinavian tour. So probably the main goal in this season for Klaebo will be to just win as many races as he can, and probably go and try to win the Tour de Ski once again. So it will be really interesting to see what happens this year. I think that we will have more winners than last year, where Klaebo just obliterated the field and won almost every stage. but the calendar and the distances really suit him, so it will be another, I think, easy World Cup win for him. And let's just look at the weather before I round up my first ever video. The weather will be -10 or -9 all day long, so pretty constant, pretty cold. Like always when you go to Kusama for the opening of the season. There will be some gusts of wind at 10 meters per second, but hopefully it won't affect the athletes too much. So thank you for watching. This is my first video. Like I said, if you like cross country skiing, if you like winter sports, then please subscribe. I will keep the videos coming up all season long. Thank you all for watching. Like, share, comment, and see you in my next videos. Bye.